I wanted to shoot a video today on how to cut a flat spot when you're on a not so flat terrain using a loader dozer, or some of the older dozers. They just lift up and go down. It's a little bit trickier than if you just have a six-way dozer, the new ones. But as you can see, I've got it, it's not 100% flat, but compared to the bank we're on, I normally like to show things in action. However, you would not hear me over my loader dozer. But what you do, and I'm not an expert, I learned this by some people on Facebook. I was trying to sell my loader dozer and get a bulldozer so that I could make things like this. And this guy, well, actually several people, told me that I can do just fine with what I have. So what I'd done was I backed up the dozer loader and started digging into the bank forward. So I'm going this way. I was, at the time I was like this, backing up, putting my blade down, slowly scooping up. Eventually, and it's going to take a while, it's a slow process, eventually you're going to get a flat spot. Once you get a flat spot, you're golden. You can get up on the flat spot, put down your bucket, and push. Go back and forth this way. Always make sure your loader is flat. It needs to be flat. If you are cutting this way, just a little bit of an angle, if you're riding on an angle, your blade is going to be on an angle. No matter what, you can't change that. Now going straight in, you can make your blade go up and down, and that's how we dug into this. Once you get a flat spot, you can start cutting in further as far as you need to go. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you can cut all the way across. I've got a spot over here for my four-wheeler. And it's a little bit slower to get started off with, but it is something you can do. I searched all over YouTube, internet, trying to find how to do this, and I just didn't find anything. So that's where I came to the point where, well, I guess I'm going to have to sell it. But like I said, the guy that several people that I spoke to said, you can do it with what you have. It's just going to take a little bit longer. And so that's it. If you have any more suggestions, just comment down below. I wanted to share this because I didn't see any videos on how to do this. And if somebody else out there is looking, I wanted them to have that information. And so again, just to recap, you back up down the hill to where you're wanting to start. I ended up putting these logs down. That way I would not go too far. I would have a good stopping point. Lower your bucket. Well, in my case, I opened it up to the dozer spot, but lower that down and just start scooping. And just go slow. You're only looking for a spot wide enough for your dozer, but it also has to be long enough for your dozer, or loader rather. And once you get that, you can start going side to side, and then you can widen it out as wide as you want it to be. Again, if you have any better suggestions on how to do this, I would love to hear them. Just comment down below or send me a message, whatever works for you. But that's just something that this is probably like the 10th time maybe 20th time I've rode this thing. I bought it. You don't have to have any license to use them. So I'm like, hey, I'll just try it. And it's just been a learning process, and this is something I learned, and I wanted to share it.